Shalom, my dear friends. One of the things I wanted to speak about is Ha-Chinuch, is raising our children. And it's a very touchy subject, right, Yaakov? Very touchy subject that is one of the most valuable things. Hashem gave us the first commandment of the Torah to procreate, to make children, raise a family. I should go? Okay. Is it difficult to raise a family, Shlomo Nachman? And a person has to be very patient with children, especially boys. And so, right, especially if they're spilling mayim, if they're spilling water. It's so important to work as parents on many aspects so that our children should grow up to be strong here, Shemayim, and not to grow up having been pressured and in a family of anger and harshness. So let's discuss this. Yeah, okay, go ahead. Go get more mayim. And so, it's very unfortunate that parents, this one just sat in water, parents are always putting pressure on their children to live up to their expectations that they had for themselves, that they failed. If everyone wants to raise the Messiah themselves, to raise Tzaddikim, and this causes us to put sometimes too much pressure on the children. A child at the age of 3 or 4, a young child, they need to feel free, they need this time to play. And if you put too much pressure on them, you break them, and they don't grow up to be healthy. And many times we get angry at them for doing things, and then we give them a patch, give them a smack. And what happens when Abba gives a patch? It sometimes makes the child to do even more wrong. Why? Because the only reason they had done the wrong thing in the first place was they simply wanted attention. They wanted to be tickled. They needed to be tickled. Instead, they went and they misbehaved. They threw rocks and different things at their father, which they're not supposed to do, just because they needed that love. And so you reacted in a way negatively, and then you caused them in general, and it goes on for weeks, days, months, years even, a reverse reaction to your discipline, because even also when you disciplined them, you were putting them with more anger than you really should have. It wasn't true anger at the child, it was anger at your boss, at your spouse, and you took it out on the kid. So it's the person has to be very gentle with their chinuch. They have to really understand their children. They have to sit back and look outside themselves, outside their frustration and difficulties of being a parent, and see what's really going on. How's my child unique and different than other children? What does he need? Why is he acting in such a way? What will help him to grow? Am I giving him enough love and attention? And this is so important, especially at these young ages. And I'd like to say right here that the school system, the Rebbes, the teachers at the ages of 1st, 2nd, 3rd grade, these are the most important years of a child's life. They have a teacher that loves the Torah. Their parents are teaching them love of Hashem and the mitzvos. It sticks with them their entire life. But God forbid you have a wrong Rebbe, a bad teacher for your child. You don't send them to the best school. And even the best school, sometimes they have a little rotten apple. And that teacher yells at them and doesn't teach them love for Torah and rebukes them when they should give them more love, and the person seeking more attention. This destroys the children. And the principals, the communities need to be more aware of what's really going on in the schools. If the teachers are acting out of anger, out of frustration in their own life, they're taking out on the children. If they're showing true love of Hashem, and this has to be addressed. And so many people have gone off the derech, have gone off the way because of 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade. Not that the rest of the grades are not important as well, but these are the foundation. You know, having children person looks at when they're single as being a dream and easy to do. And then it isn't until after that they find out that raising children is not so easy. It's a little difficult. Some children are screaming in the video camera while Abba's speaking. It's not so easy. And so, what I want to say on this is that the Gemara teaches us that for every child a person has, Hashem makes it easier. Hashem gives it blessing. They should have more money. Hashem gives them more physical and mental strength to handle the children. Gives the woman more strength to handle the pregnancy, the man more strength to help out. And we have to have a emunah and bitachon that Hashem will help us. And we have to realize, and we have to get through the frustration of just this lack of freedom that comes with parenthood. We have to accept it. We have to know this is the way of Hashem. And this is very important to accept this. Maybe to speak it out and get it out of our system with our spouse, with a counselor, with a rabbi, the frustration of the difficulties. Maybe it's not as easy to raise a family like it was in the old days, to have 10, 12 children. But it still is important. Hashem gave it to us as the first commandment of the Torah. And He gave it to us for a reason. You know, it's hard to understand why it is. There's so many mitzvahs I can do that having a family makes it hard for me to learn in Kolo. It makes it hard for me to learn all day and to do this lesson and that lesson. It's so hard. It makes it so I do a lot less stupid. So why is this that I have to have, according to the Torah, I'm supposed to have a large family. I'm supposed to procreate. Why is it that I'm required to have a boy and a girl in order to fulfill this mitzvah? Otherwise I don't get the Garden of Eden. I can't be accepted into the world to come. Why is this mitzvah so important? Because right here is a world. Right here are worlds that we don't understand. One bracha, one blessing that He says, the tinokim, the children's learning of Torah, we're told is upholding the entire world. How can we understand this? How can we understand this? But we must understand this. We must see how important it is to raise a family, to not only raise a family, but it says that in the Gemara that a person has students, that students are like children. It's like your own banim, their own tamidim are like banim, they're like children. And you're raising them, you're giving them Torah, they're like your own, like you had them yourself. Because, oh Vivek, be careful, please. Because that's how important it is for a new life, for another world, to learn or to say even one blessing to Hashem. It's so important, it could be more important than your 10 years of learning Torah in solitude and relaxation. At the same time, I understand, I know how hard it is for all of you. You know, you want to take vacations and now you got to take the kids, and that's not a nice thing to do to throw rocks, you know. And for rocks, the children want to throw rocks in the head, and you want to just simply do a video and teach Torah, but they're throwing rocks in the head. It could be more important, could be more holier than your easy life of relaxation and how you think is what's really important in your learning of Torah. Hashem knew, Hashem gave this commandment as first because of its importance. Okay, come down. You want to go on the shoulder? Oh, wow! Alright, I wish you all the best in your Ha-Chinuch, in your raising of a family. Alright, so Abba's gonna go on the tractor now. Naki, come on! Abba's gonna drive the tractor! Come on, Abba's gonna drive on! Get on, quickly, it's going! It's going, quickly! No, you wanna drive? Yeah. Okay, Abba's gonna scoot over now, okay. Alright, you drive. You drive, okay. Oh, you're gonna drive too? Okay. Alright, let's cut it off with the rocks, okay? Abba doesn't want rocks in his shoes. Okay? Where are we driving to? Are we going to Yerushalayim? Are you going really fast?
Yes.
Oh yeah? Oh, I like that.
Yes.
Oh, you have your seatbelt on?
No.
You don't have your seatbelt on? Then you can't drive. Oh, you put your seatbelt on? Okay, very good. Okay. Alright, bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Naki, say bye-bye.
Bye.
Say bye-bye.